Hello students, welcome back to my channel. This is Vidyasagar Mugi. Today we will continue with the next part of roadwork estimates. Today I will be explaining you the problems to have a better understanding of the earthwork quantity calculation. So quickly we will start with the first example. I'll read out. The first example reads, calculate the quantity of earthwork for 200 meter length for a portion of a road in an uniform ground, the heights of bank at the two ends being 1 meter and 1.6 meter. The formation width is 10 meter and side slopes is 2:1. So side slope given is 2:1 means it is the earthwork in banking. So the question reads that if we consider the three-dimensional diagram like this, so this depth he has given as 1 meter and this depth he has given as 1.6 meter, the in between depth, right? And length is given as 200 meter. So formation width, this top width is given as 10 meter and slide slopes is given as 2:1. Now I'll consider the slide slopes of cross section of this. So this is given as 10 meters, this is 2:1, this is, you have to calculate in terms of a central portion rectangle and a triangle, right? Now he hasn't mentioned any method specifically here, so we'll consider the first method and we'll solve what is the quantity. So what is the first method? It is a mean depth method. So in mean depth method, what we do is we consider depth d1 is equal to 1 meter and depth d2 is equal to what? 1.6 meter. So in first method it is saying mean depth. So what we do is we take the average depth of both, that is 1 plus 1.6 divided by 2. So it is 2.6 by 2 is 1.3 meters. So we got what is the mean depth. Now what is the formula for quantity calculation of this? We know that from first method volume is equal to what? It is area, cross sectional area into length. So cross sectional area is divided into what? One rectangular portion, that is central portion, and the two triangular portions. So it is b into dm square plus s d b into dm plus s dm square. So that is into length. So b is what? It is 10 meters formation width into dm is what we have calculated is 1.3 plus side slope is given as 2 into dm square is 1.3 square into the length is 200. So how much we'll get? So after calculation of all this, we'll get the volume as 3276 meter cube. So this was with first method. I hope you followed this. Okay, this was first method. Now similarly, what I'll do, since they have not mentioned any specific method there, we'll try with all the methods we know. So second one is mean area method, right? So mean area method, what it says, we have to take average of the areas now, right? What is the area at this point? What is the area at this point? So the earlier method was mean depth, now it is mean area method. So what we do here is we calculate what is area A1, what is area A2, that is area at this side and area at the other end. So how will I calculate that? I will calculate into B into D1 plus S into D1 square. So since B is same, slope is same throughout, only difference is what? The depth. So formula to calculate A2 is what? B into D2 plus S into D2 square. So we know that the formation width is 10 into d1 is what? 1 plus slope is 2 into 1 square. So how much will we get? 20 plus 2. 22 meter square is the area A1. Oh sorry, 10 into 1 is 10, 10 plus 2. This is 12 meter square is the area of A1. Similarly, second one, this is 10 into 1.6 plus 2 into 1.6 square. So 10 into 1.6 is 16. 16 into 16 plus this is 16 square is 2.56. 2.56 into 2 is altogether I'll get 21.12 meter square. So this is A2. Now I got A1 and A2, that is area at first end and area at the second end. So what I'll do is I'll take mean area. So mean area is A1 plus A2 divided by 2. So 12 plus 21.12 divided by 2. So 21.12 plus 12 divided by 2 I'll get as 16.56 meter square. So this is 16.56 meter square. Then after this, as I got what is mean area, so mean sectional area is known. So quantity or volume is equal to area we have already calculated, that is average, into length. So what is the average area? It is 16.56 is the average area, into length is 200. So what is volume V equal to? We'll get 16.56 into 200, we'll get 3312 meter cube. Now you see the difference here, it is 3276 and it is 3312. So these methods, first and second, are used when the quantity calculation is very less. Now to get the accurate quantity, we go with the third method, that is, which is the third one? It is prismoidal method. So in prismoidal method, what we do? So we know the formula for volume calculation for prismoidal. It is L by 6 A1 plus A2 plus 4 times mean area. 4 times mean area. Now we know what is A1. So A1 is what? It is B into D1 plus S D1 square. So we already did this, B into D1 plus S D1 square here. So we are getting as 12 meter square. Similarly, what is A2? A2 is B into D2 plus S D2 square. So we'll get this as, see, we got it as 21.12 meter square. So we got A1 and A2. Now similarly, what is mean area? So mean area here is, don't take the mean of this, it is, mean area is, you have to calculate with respect to the depth. So it is B into dm plus S dm square. So B is 10 into dm is what? It is d1 plus d2 by 2 plus 2 into d1 plus d2 by 2 whole square. So doing this, d1 plus d2 is 1.3, we have done here, it is 1.3. So substituting that, 10 into 1.3 plus 2 into 1.3 whole square. So it is coming out to be 16.38 meter square. This is the average area, prismoidal method, right? Then, so we know what is A1, we know what is A2, we know what is mean area. So directly substitute that, volume is equal to, what we'll get? L by 6, I'll write the formula once again, A1 plus A2 plus 4 of midsection area. So L is 200 by 6, A1 is 12 plus A2 is 21.12 plus 4 into 16.38. So solving this, we'll get the volume as 3288 meter cube. Get the volume as 3288 meter cube. So if you check this and this, first method and this, answers are somewhat very much similar. This is, the second method is very vast. So this is how we make use of the methods to calculate the volume of earthwork, right? Now here in this problem it was completely in banking, so the same can be done with cutting, right? So this is all about the earthwork excavation. Okay, now a small assignment for you people. So you can note down this problem which has been displayed in the screen. Calculate the area of the side slopes of portion of bank for a length of 200 meter. The height of bank at the ends, at the two ends being 2.5 meter and 3.5 meter. The ratio of side slope is 2:1. Calculate cost of pitching at rupees 150 per meter cube. Assume thickness as 15 centimeters. So in my first part of the video I had explained you something about the slide slope area, that is turfing or pitching. So using those concepts you can try out this problem, see for yourself. Okay, and please share the assignment solution either in the comment box or on WhatsApp. Okay, moving on to the next question. Okay, so next question reads, that is example 3. Reduced level of ground along the center line of a proposed road from chainage 10 to chainage 20 are given below. The formation level at the 10th chainage is 107 and the road is in downward gradient 1 in 150 up to chainage 14, and then the gradient changes to 1 in 100 downward. Formation of the road is and then the gradient changes to 1 in 100 downwards. Formation of the road is 10 meters and side slopes of banking are 2:1. Length of the chain is 30 meters. Okay. Draw the longitudinal section of the road and the typical cross section and prepare an estimate of earthwork at rupees 275 per meter cube. So then find also the side slopes and the cost of turfing. The side slopes at the rate of rupees 60 per meter square. Right. Now the one that is written with red pen, that is the assignment for you again. So you have two assignments in this video which you have to solve. Okay, so what does the question reads now? Now the survey was carried out along a formation ground, along a ground level, where the survey started with the chainage point of 10 and was continued up till 20, chainage 20. So the details within those 10 and 20 chainage are given like the formation level at the 10th chainage, that is at the starting point, the formation level is taken as 107. Right, the reduced level at formation chainage 10 is 107, which is the formation level. So from that formation level, the ground is in downward gradient. Means what? It is having a downfall of 1 in 150 up to chainage 14. Then after that, they have changed the gradient to 1 in 100 up till 20. So road formation is 10 meters and slide slopes he has taken as 2:1. And interval between each chainage, that is 10, 11, 12, 13 and so on. So 10 and 11, the difference is 30 meters. So you have to calculate what is the earthwork in calculation. So if you see this is the cross section of the road which you have to draw. He has asked in the question. This is the cross section of the formation and this is the longitudinal section of the formation. Now the actual ground level starts from this point. When they surveyed, they found out the RLs of the ground as 105, 105.6, 105.44 and so on till 103.3. So based on that, they had fixed a formation level of 107, and from that 107 they have calculated the RL of formation level. So this RL of formation level are calculated so that you can make a stable profile of the ground. Right, the required level of the ground is achieved by fixing up a formation level. Now I'll not go much into how to fix formation level and all that, you have studied in the survey part. Now if you see from the profile, this is drawn after you calculate the RLs of the formation level. Now if you see this is 105, I have fixed my formation level at 107. Now from 107 my gradient is given as fall, that is 1 in 150 up till 14th chainage. So how do I calculate that? So 1 in 150. What is the meaning of that? For every 150 meter horizontal length, there is a rise in 1 meter. There is a rise in 1 meter. Now, for every 30 meter horizontal distance, what is the rise? So, for 1 meter vertical distance, if the rise is 150, then for how much is the rise for a distance of 30? Why did I take 30 here? Why did I take 30? Because our interval, that is between 10, 11, 12, 13 chain edge, it is a difference of 30 meter interval, right? So I have taken 30 meter. So from 0 to 30, how much will be the rise? So I will calculate that. So question mark is equal to what? 30 into 1 divided by 150. So how much will I'll get 0.2 meters. So rise for every 30 meter horizontal distance, the rise is 0.2. Now when I say it is downfall, so from this 107, you have to minus 0.2. So 107 is fixed. So downfall is 1 in 150. So it is going downward direction. So 107 minus 0.2. So I'll get 106.8. So from 106.8, I have to minus 0.2. Then I'll get 106.6. So again, similarly up till here. Okay, when you come to this point, you have to be very careful. From here, the gradient is changing now. Up till here, it was 1 in 150. From here, it is 1 in 100. So what will happen again now? So for every 1 meter rise, 100 meter is the horizontal distance. So how much will be the rise for 30 meter? Because your 30 meter is common. So question mark will be what? 30 into 1 divided by 100. You will get 0.3. You get 0.3. So you will get 0.3. So from here now it is 106.4. So you have to minus 0.3 in this. Right. Now wait, let me check. Yeah. Now this is the 14 chain edge up till here 106.2. Then after that this is 14 chain edge. So from here it is up till here it is 0.2. So this should be coming up till here. 1 in 150 is up till here. Then from here onwards it is 0.3. So 106.2 minus 0.3. You will get 105.9. Minus 0.3, 105.6, and so on up till 104.4. Hope you followed this. Now after this, you have to put a tabular format in this form. Now the tabular format reads: first table, station or chain edge point, chain edge, RL of ground level, RL of formation level, gradients, depth, mean depth, central portion, side portion, total area, length, and quantity of total quantity, that is in banking or cutting. Now if you look at the profile here, do you find any cutting required? No, because the formation level is well above the ground level. So all this part has to be filled. Now banking means this is your actual ground level. You have to fill the soil here to achieve the required formation level. So this much of soil is to be filled. Now all your profile is in banking. Now I have written the ground levels here. These are the formation levels. So formation level up till a chain edge of 14, I have deducted 0.2 for this. Now from here till here it is 0.3 because gradient is 1 in 100 and it is completely downfall. Right. Now the next part, what I am going to do here is, you have to take the difference between the formation level and ground level, because you need the depth for calculation, because the problem what we are dealing with is mean depth method. So we need to take the difference. So difference will be 2 meters. 106.8 minus 105.6. You have to take the difference from higher level to the lower level. So this is 2. Similarly, this is 1.2 this is 1.16, 0.5, this is 0.78, so this is 1.6, this is 0.6, 1.2, 0.38, 0.7, 1.1. This I have already worked out to reduce my time, but you can calculate this separately. Now when I say mean depth, it is 0 at, it starts from the in between part, so first point is dash, so I'll take the difference of these two, and it is mean depth, it is difference of the first point and second point. It is like 2 plus 1.2 divided by 2, so 2, it is 3.2, 3.2 divided by 2 is 1.6. So similarly what I'll do is I'll write 1.6. Now again take difference of these two, 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 and so on till here. Now after doing that, I'll get the mean depth. I'll go on writing directly 0.83, 0.64, 1.19, 1.10, 0.9, 0.79, 0.54, and this is 1.10. Right, so these are the mean depth what I got. Right, then after that I'll do the area of the central portion. This you should be very careful. Now here it is dash dash, let me make all this dash because this is starting with the zero chainage. Now the area of the central portion. Now central portion, I know what is the mean depth and I know what is the formation level of the given data. So formation width is how much? 10 meters. So 10 into 1.6. So I'll write 1.6 into 10. So I'll get 16. Similarly, this is 11.8, 8.3, 6.4, 11.9, 11.9, 7.9, 5.4. This is 11. Oh sorry, this is not 1.1, it is 0.9. It is difference of these two, it is coming out to be 0.9. So this will be 0.9. Right. Then afterwards I have calculated now the area of the rectangular portion. Similarly, since we have all the formation in the banking, so you have to multiply that with the side slope. Side slope is given as 2. So 2 into what is the depth? Mean depth, it is 1.6 square. I am showing you one here, then rest all I'll go on writing the answers. So this will be 2.78, 1.38, 0.82, 2.83, 2.42, 1.62, 1.25, 0.58 and 1.62. So this is this area, this is this area, this is this, 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 this is this. Now next thing is multiply all the areas here. This will be 21.12, this is 14.58, 9.68, 7.22, 14.73, 13.42, 10.62, 9.15, 5.98, 10.62. So we got what is area of the trapezium now. Now that you have to multiply with what? The chainage length. What is the chainage length? It is given as 30 meters. So 30, 30, 30, 30, 30. No difference because from first chain edge to the last chain edge the length is given as 30 meters. So you have to multiply with 30. Now 21.12 into 30. Now you have to see whether this quantity is in banking or cutting. Since all our quantities are in banking, so go on writing here. So 633.6, 437.4 and so on. Then you will get the total quantity that is coming out to be 3513.6 meter cube. So this is the quantity what you are getting after multiplying all these quantities and add them. You will get the total quantity. So this is how you work out when the chainage points are given. I hope you followed this thing. This is a method of mean depth method. This is mean depth method, or it is also called as mid-sectional area method. Mid-sectional area method. Right. Hope you followed this problem. This problem is a bit simple because your quantity calculation was with respect to only banking here. It did not come across the combination of both banking and cutting, which will be a bit tricky. Only tricky part is you have to be very much aware when you are writing the depth with respect to banking and cutting. Right. So the combinations of problem you may get is two different gradients. One may be falling gradient, one may be rising gradient. Along with that, you will be getting depths in cutting and banking. So those are the variations what you will get. Hope you are clear with the problems. Don't forget to write the assignment. I will show you once again the problem. So this is a problem that you are supposed to take for assignment, and also this red part what I have shown, you have to solve this also, and you can send me in WhatsApp the solution. I hope you are clear with the mid-sectional area method. So in the next class I'll take problems related to the different approaches, that is combination of both cutting and filling. We'll see in the next part. Thank you very much.